Yo bro, I won't even ask how you're doing. Let me just drop some knowledge on you about blackmythwukong that you probably don't know yet. Even if the life-saving hairs enter the cooldown period, there is also a probability that they can be recharged. The life-saving spell, life-saving hairs, will be unlocked in the second playthrough. Its function lies in the fact that after the destiny, people are accidentally defeated, battle, revive on the spot. Combined with the talent, there's a certain probability that the number of uses won't be consumed each time it is triggered. However, if unfortunately it enters the cooldown state, the cooldown CD of this feature is very long, even if the 7 return fire pill is used, or return to the Earth Temple to regulate one's breath. Neither of these will reset the CD. Only by dying or killing enough enemies can it be reset. At this time we take the 9 revolution reviving pill. When dying, it triggers the revival effect of the pill, and there is a certain probability to trigger the talent named coming and going in emptiness, thus refreshing the cooldown of the life-saving hairs. When we are facing the great sage of yellow wind, we will find that he has been holding the Buddha's head of Bodhisattva Lingji. When he is in the middle of the battle with the Chosen One, he will throw the Buddha's head into the sky and cast spells at us. Are you curious about where the Buddha's head goes at this time? Taking advantage of the moment when the great sage of yellow wind throws the Buddha's head, we open the photo taking mode, pull the viewing angle back, and you can find in fact, the head of Bodhisattva Lingji has been floating in the sky all the time. Due to the limitation of the normal viewing angle, it results in that it can't be seen. There is a very interesting judgment in blackmythwukong. When we use the stationary staff spinning technique on NPCs, it will slowly accumulate the power of the staff. Even when we use the old ginseng spirit, the ginseng summoned, the clones created by the out-of-body skill, the shields summoned by the Earth Rakshasa, all of them can accumulate the power of the staff and restore vitality. Thus, realizing the uninterrupted summoning of shields, when we equip the iron head and bronze arms and then summon clones, at this time, if we use the moving staff spinning technique on the clones will get angry. Use the iron head and bronze arms to counter shock. When we use the moving staff spinning technique on the dragon of the Chen, the dragon will be very angry. It will jump up and down for a while, but there is no harm at all. When we team up with BAG. Constant moving and colliding. At first, he will warn us. If we don't listen and continue to bump into him, he will directly raise his weapon to attack us. At this time, we can use the iron head to countershock his attack. Baji was thus put at a disadvantage. After getting up, he would constantly comfort himself. It's really interesting. When we ride on the somersault cloud, quietly land behind Lang Bobo. At this time, he won't react to us. Even if we attack him, he won't fight back. It's as if he is sleeping in hibernation and can be at others' mercy. And at this time, he won't fight back, even when attacked by the heavenly soldiers and generals. Nor will he be harmed. As long as we master this skill, we can easily complete the kill. Get the last spirit essence. Complete our divine spirit essence collection. When everyone is playing the game, do you feel that the iron mixed staff looks somewhat familiar? Do you feel that the iron mixed staff looks somewhat familiar? When the Bull Demon King and the Monkey King joined hands to create havoc in the Heavenly Palace. Although the weapons they held were quite blurry, but it could still be judged from the shape that they were iron mixed staffs. And when the game progresses to the 5th chapter, at the stone pillar at the entrance of the Blue Water Cave, we enlarge and look at it. The shape is exactly the same as our iron mixed staff. It can be said to be very detailed. The stealth skill of gathering form and dispersing ki in the game, it can help the Chosen One avoid the harassment of many small monsters. The damage increase of the stealth breaking strike. It is also an output method favored by many Chosen Ones, combined with the talent of Iron Staff on the head, to achieve using heavy strikes to replace the stealth breaking strike. 2. Deal extremely high instant damage. but you may not know. When the flying kick of the stealth-breaking strike misses, all the buffs and damage increases will not disappear just because the attack misses. Instead, they will continue to exist for 3 seconds, and all the bonuses will all be reflected on the attack panel at this time. My attack rate is 167. When my stealth-breaking strike misses, my attack power increases to 225. It can be said to be a real 3-second tough guy. In the third chapter, we can directly use the horse monkey to instantly kill Huang Mei. Actually, there is a hidden mechanism here. If we die during the process of transforming into the horse monkey after being revived, the attack of the horse monkey will keep increasing. It can be seen that the initial attack is only 6-9. After dying once, the attack becomes 229. After repeating this several times, the damage has increased to 750. After constantly repeating this process, our damage reaches the upper limit of 108,000. At this time, when we come to find Huang Mei again, just one gentle strike can end the battle. The king of poison enemies on Purple Cloud Mountain is also full of details. When we approach him for the first time, he asks us to leave quickly. Don't disturb him while he's drinking. Just as he said, the wine vats in front of him are full of fine wine. It's also among the global games. One of the few wine vats that contain wine. In the other wine vats, only the charm can be seen, but no wine. Combined with the conversations of the little demons on Blackwind Mountain, it further highlights the preciousness of this wine. If we enlarge and observe the wine pot in the hand of the king of poison enemies, he's drinking the same monkey brew as ours. The model of this wine pot refers to the collections. In the East Hall of the Shanghai Museum, the colored glazed pottery pot with a dragon handle, decorated with Buddha-worshipping patterns. Besides the regular plot, for Red Boy, there is also a hidden plot. We need 2. When Red Boy only has a sliver of health left, stop attacking then. Run towards the Bull Demon King. Put the Chosen One, Red Boy, and the Bull Demon King in a straight line. Then the hidden plot can be triggered. The conditions are very simple. I just died a dozen times or so back and forth. Even if we trigger the plot of not defeating, we still can't change the final outcome. It seems that everything is predestined in the unseen. The plantain fan in the original work, it can not only extinguish the Samadhi true fire, but also send people to a distance of 108,000 li. However, in the game, besides extinguishing fire, it seems to lack the ability to send people thousands of li away. Actually, game science has secretly hidden this Easter egg. When you use the plantain fan to kill small monsters, the small monsters will be instantly blown into the sky by the tornado and fly out of your field of vision at an extremely fast speed. It's really like sending you thousands of li away. As is known to all, the spirit essence of the 100-eyed true man. It has the strongest aura buff in the whole game. However, because the wind-up time is too long, it's easy to be interrupted when released during the battle, and when we are in the invisible state. After using the spirit essence, we will find that the invisibility effect disappears. But if it gets stuck in the afterswing of taking pills and drinking wine, using the spirit essence, we will find that the invisibility effect will continue and won't become visible. This can ensure that during the battle, we won't be interrupted by the enemy's attacks when we release the 100-eyed true man. Moreover, when using the 100-eyed true man, we need to pay attention to the release order. Take the summoning build as an example. When we first use the out-of-body skill, and then use the 100-eyed true man at this time, the clones can only get the bonus of the aura once. But if we first use the 100-eyed true man, and then use the clones at this time, the clones not only inherit the attributes of the main body after getting the damage increase from the aura, but also can be increased in attack by the aura again. Secondary damage increase. Alright, man, I gotta bounce. Catch you later.